Which color that man in the party? Are you a rule of the Sahael? The Queen for England and love and party. Are you get the new class of daddy? Or which color that man in the party? Are you a rule of the Sahael? The Queen for England and love and party. Real my band of money in the shots. Stretches, cut off footpaths. Everybody have the arms rolling in the dance. Everybody have the arms rolling in the dance. Middle of the heart, it's real soft. Toothbrush, get up the dance fast. Everybody have the arms rolling in the dance. Everybody have the arms rolling in the dance. Touch it up, clash with the fur. Clash with it in the air, clash with the fur. Clash with the summer, clash with the winter. Clash with the sun, clash with the water. Me know we not to go. It's in the go in the spot. Everybody have the arms. Yo.
Me tell my man, son.
Yeah, walk on, come on, yaga. They in the Benz like Spragger. One bag of weed and bomber clock grabber. One bag of gal like Shabba. Lord, one bag of gal like get dagger. Lord, lick the gal them with the hammer. Lord, make the gal ball fit their mama. Lord, make a ras gal ball ja. Come on, what you telling me? G block up in this bitch. Yeah? Alright, yeah man. So Sahael block we say, you see it? But we're gonna know how we do around here, you see it? Yeah? First of all, we start off and we build up into the main event, yeah? So no link, yeah? There's gonna be no link for at least another week or so. Yeah, just quick shows. We need to get this monetization game up, yeah, because yeah? Cause we all want to jump on and you know, some people want to see you make it, some not, you see it? So yeah. We got about another 2 weeks. And then, yeah. Alright. Yeah, man. So the panel thing soon start up again, yeah? So, don't watch it. But for now, yeah? It's just the fucking pain minister. You get me? The bomber clock pain minister. One up. You see it? How you mean? Yeah? You're gonna have at least 2 weeks of fucking pain with the pain minister. Once. Yeah, alright. So, boom. Yeah, AI robot, Nebula, Liggy, walk on. Yeah? How you mean? Come on. What? Oh, wait, hold on a sec. Hold on. You know I'm gonna have to run that track now, yeah? You know I'm gonna have to run that track now. 1 sec. You alright, cuz? Are you alright? How you mean? Play. Alright, well, hold on a sec. Hold on. Hang on. There's too much videos out there. Oh yeah, shit. Let me move my other videos. Hold on a second. Hang on. Before we get into the Sahael region, you hear me? How you mean? Yeah? On the Sahael block. Jeez. You're a money maker. Hands in the air, you're a money maker. 419, you're a money maker. If you own this thing, money maker. Hands in the air, money maker. 419, on this thing. Yeah. I am a money maker. Hands in the air, you're a money maker. Charge him up. On this thing.
You see us terminal. You see me.
Oh,
You see me.
oh, yeah.
I ain't watching. I ain't watching here. I got to dance and bubble and sing. Terminal 4 with a terminal 3. Terminal 4 with a power goes. When you come to
my house, just respect my house. Go step man of the house, man.
When you come to my house, just respect my house. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it?
Hold on.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm like, hold on. Hey, Wiggy.
Ultra.
I'm like,
nah.
I'm like,
yeah.
Can I please
have your attention? I said, this is the captain speaking, and I'm in the tone.
Can I please have your attention?
Oi. Yeah. I mean. I Bamba Clark, man. Yeah, Sean Licky, man. Walk on. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, I got like an hour and a half, 2 hours max. Yeah? So I mean, yeah, you warm up now, yeah? Alright. Yeah. So what? How you mean? I said, hold on. I'm like, nah. I'm like, yeah. Hey, you know what? Let's run it again. One more.
I am a money maker, hands to the air, you're a money maker. 4 rounds down, you're a money maker. If you're on this train, money maker. Hands to the air, money maker. 4 rounds down, money maker. On this train, money maker. You see us terminal. You see me. I ain't watching you, I ain't watching him. I got to dance and bubble and sing. Terminal 4 with a terminal 3. Terminal 4 with a power goes. When you come to my house, just respect my house. Don't let my house. Somebody in the house. When you come to my house, just respect my house. Talk to them. What's wrong with it? Hold on. I'm like, hey, sleep, hold on. Hey, Wiggy, hold on. I'm like, no. I'm like, yeah. Can I please have your attention? I said, this is the captain speaking, and I'm in the terminal 4. Can I please have your attention?
Yeah. Come on. All right, man. So, yeah, man. So we're down to the Sahael block, man. So before we get to the Sahael block, we gotta take a trip. Yeah, me. It's in a whole nother continent, man. We have to go across this continent first. Yeah. Get down into the west side. You know? I mean. Alright. Play.
Mighty, this is insane.
Carpet the Irish area and then drop ham over it.
This is a real suggestion from Matt Brodsky, who's a Trump-era US foreign policy advisor, on how to deal with the pesky Irish peacekeepers who have remained in the Lebanon.
Oh, but it gets worse. Some other Israeli defense...
Come on. What them I say about the Irish them? Man, oh yo, hey, that time, man. Yeah, that time, man. Lord have mercy, yo. So apparently, there's some Irish peacekeepers in Lebanon that are there right now. Yeah, we're gonna speak a little bit more about Lebanon, though. You know, guys, mad. You see these places that's got like these like North African dons or these Arabic looking dons or whatever. Anytime they come under pressure, yeah, they always still find time to oppress the black people that's around them. How the fuck you getting oppressed? Your shit's getting bombed to pieces. You got this one there, that one there, Red Cross and all sorts, and you still got time to oppress the black people in the place. God damn. Trust me. Yo. That's why they keep trying to say, yo, listen. The people them keep trying to say about, yo, even Drake made a tune. No new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no. How you mean? Yeah. Mamba clap, man. So, it's crazy still. But yeah, so, the Irish got peacekeeping people up in Lebanon at the moment. An American Israeli is spitting. Yo, bomb them, man, there. Carpet bomb the whole of them. How you mean? You know what he said? He said, kill them all and done. Kill them all and done. Tar rifle all and gun. Boy, life are done. Body the panic, king gong, man a ballad. Room full of gun panic Gaza. Mad, so. Yeah, man. Yeah, he's on crud still. Yeah. Strange that as well. You know what's the strange thing about it? He's on the Trump campaign. Mad. You know what's mad? It's like, yo, you man keep shouting for these right-wing lunatics to come in power, yeah? And these men are coming with the most burn-up season, burn-up fingers, burn-up this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? So... Man, alright, go on. Play. Oops. Tell you what, let's get it like that. That's better still.
Force cultist says, agreed, them. They should know we're the good guys.
Hold on, I don't know if the good guys are going to suggest napalming us and firebombing us.
I'm not.
Mad, that's a fact, alright? God damn. The good guys are not gonna... Yeah? Oh, mate. Yeah. The good guys are not gonna suggest carpet bombing the whole Bomber Cloud place to ruin man that are there trying to help and blah blah blah, you know. But good guys is subjective, man. Some men are calling the good guys. How about some men are calling the good guys? Yeah. I'm looking at both of them like what? You know when you're looking at man like, bro, I don't, you mad? You alright? Yo, alright, God, man. Let it play.
I'm not really sure if this qualifies as good guy behavior.
We're going to have to think of another form of conflict resolution here.
And then another chimes in with, the Irish have it coming in general for all the things they've said about us.
This is remarkable.
And maybe we lack the experience to talk about occupation. I mean, we only survived a measly 800 years of our own.
I think Ireland's been pretty measured in all of this.
So let's get this straight, lads. We're now at the point of this conflict where, in order to correct the record on some Irish people criticising the Israeli army for dropping too many bombs on innocent people,
we now have them calling for bombs to be dropped on us. Yeah. That's the solution. The solution is bombing more innocent people, it seems.
And just when you think it couldn't get any more mental, here we go.
Don't care if it's petty, Eurovision insults were the final straw for me.
Eurovision insults were the
Yo, what do you mean petty? That is beyond petty. Yo, man said, yo, what I'm saying? You can't even diss man at Eurovision Song Contest and we'll one blow up your bomber cloud. Are you alright? Yeah. You know what? Yeah, the gangster side of it. You gotta respect that gangster side of it. Innit? Like, what you mean? You can't even talk about my people. Yeah, we'll light up your whole town and flatten it and turn it into a car park. But yeah, obviously the real humanitarian side of it is like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. God damn. But let it play.
Final straw for you. Did it hurt your feelings? Did it?
Oh my goodness.
Are you vindictive little gee bags going to burn through another 18 billion of American tax dollars invading Marty Whelan's mustache next?
Wasn't the criticism from the Eurovision Song Contest supporters
For this exact same type of f***ing behaviour, lads?
You know what? This napalm and bombing has really made me reconsider our position. My apologies.
F*** off.
God almighty.
Yeah, mad. Yeah, man. So we took a little trip down to Highland. Yeah, to check some of my Irish brethren them. You know? 2 Guinness and a Irish moss. Mad. Yeah. Alright. So we take a trip back to England. Yeah. To look at the difference in reporting, wording, and how, you know what, yeah, you might not even know it yourself, how you get manipulated in certain stories. Yeah? This is how you get manipulated in certain stories. Alright. Yeah. You know what's so mad, yeah, is this brother's gonna break it down so well, yeah? And you know what? All the people that have been manipulated by stories, they're all gonna deny and disagree with every single point that is made, yeah? Let me tell you this now. Before I play the video, yeah, before you hear any of the points made, before you even hear what the topic's about or whatever, yeah? Any questions or anything like that, yeah? After you hear the video, the points made, yeah, which I agree with in the video and blah, blah, blah. The people who the cap fits, yeah, that they're talking about in the video, they're all going to say, oh, it's just a lefty video, blah, 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 some other bullshit. Yeah. There's going to be all these other reasons why it's not what this man's saying and what their man are saying, yeah? But anyway, let it play.
Daily Mail's reporting differed in their stories about the convictions of the Walsall and the Rotherham child SEX gangs. One of my favourite tools in critical discourse analysis of a metonymic analysis, where you take the...
Alright, let's pause there for 1 sec, yeah? Because that's another talk that we keep hearing. Yeah? Where are the white grooming gangs? Fella, where are the white grooming gangs? Fella, where are the white grooming gangs? Huh? Bro, there's groups of nonsense everywhere, cuz, yeah? Nonsense a guy bad, fam, yeah? There they are up on the screen, yeah? Mad. Let it play.
Naming terms used to describe the key actors in the stories and see what you find. Let's take a look at the naming terms used to describe the Walsall gang. As you can see, on 5 occasions, we are asked to think about their legal status, their defendants, their offenders. And 3 words that I found really interesting: evil, horrific, and the P word. We're really being asked to think about how bad they are as individuals. Now let's look at the naming terms used for the Rotherham.
Yo, pause there for 1 sec. We can say we all agree with the naming terms that they give out for anyone that's committing crimes like that, yeah? We can agree with that, but what they should be is be given out to any group or any people, any person committing said crimes, right? We shouldn't try and downplay one side, yeah, and upsell, got bare add-ons on the other side. You hear me, cuz? Yeah. Mad. Yeah, this is how. Mad. All right, go on. Let it play. Shit.
Rotherham gang. With the exception of the A word, none of these words really make me think of them on the individual level, and even the A word is used in the plural. But what's most striking for me is the fact that their ethnicity is mentioned on 5 occasions. If they just mentioned it once, you could maybe argue that it was subconscious, but the fact that the writers mentioned their ethnicity on 5 separate occasions, it's clearly something they want the reader to take from this article, and of course the Walsall.
Yeah, that's part of the dog whistling. Yeah, only the dogs can hear it though. The dog them, you see it? Yeah, that's part of the dog whistling. But no one's even gonna complain about that, right? Or feel like that even is dog whistling. As far as them man are concerned on that believe this shit to be the way it is or whatever, that's facts, innit? Like, raw, what do you mean? There ain't no white grooming gangs. There's only Pakistani grooming gangs that are just coming here to just terrorize our girls. Yeah. That's not really true, right? I'm bonfire on anyone that's coming here to grape. You hear me? How you been? Blow.
Gang never got their ethnicity mentioned. A couple of months ago, I made a video about TikTok comments and how when videos show white people committing crimes, most of the comments treat them as individuals. But when non-white people commit crimes, many of the comments treat them as a group, specifically an ethnic group. And yeah, the Daily Mail.
Yo, that's a fact. How you mean? That happens on there all the time. From man trying to tell man to answer some questions about some black dudes in Chicago, down to some other black dudes in South Africa, down to some other black dudes that might even be in flipping Thailand. You got to answer for all of them. You hear me? Yeah, the Muslims them have got to answer for a Muslim in so-and-so, so-and-so, blah, blah, this, that, and the other down here. If you do that stuff to you, man, yeah, like to the European guys or whatever, you man will separate that sort of stuff there, innit? Like, right, I'm not American. You mean I'm not French? I'm not even European now. The man them was screaming they're not even European now. How you mean? I'm not even European again. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You want to take time, yeah? Because even cognitive dissonance will have to run from this, yeah? Yeah. There's no such thing as English DNA. How about that? Like, there's no such thing as Jamaican DNA. Yeah? Yeah? But ethnicity. Yeah? There's no such thing as English ethnicity. Yeah. Like, there's no such thing as Jamaican ethnicity. It's nationality. It's different things still. But, yeah. Anyway, that might be a bit too complicated for some of you, man, innit? Yeah? You're too busy screaming, you're just a rice baiter. You're racist. You're just a rice baiter. You're racist. But obviously, you see how the know-it-alls don't come out and type in these points here. What Mr. Know-it-all, Mrs. Know-it-all and all that, yeah, they're waiting for the parts where you speak on what they know about, but they know that you don't know about, so they can act like, again, Mr. and Mrs. Know-it-all. You hear me, cuz? But, oh, man. Let it play.
Articles here seem to follow that pattern. But what did the Daily Mail say about another important party in this? The victims. Here are the naming terms used for the victims in the Walsall case. I'm going to ask you to pause this here because I'm going to go straight on to the Rotherham case. And here are the naming terms used for the victims in the Rotherham case. A couple of striking points here. Firstly, the ages are referenced on 10 separate occasions in the Rotherham case.
Strange, isn't it? You know they mentioned the ages on the Rotherham case, but why not on the Walsall case? Well, what's the difference? Do you think it's because the Rotherham case their girls were younger or something, or? Yeah? That's what you think, yeah? Yeah, well, let me slap that down now, innit? Yeah, you're wrong. Yeah. The girls in the Walsall case are younger. Yeah, bonfire on both groups, innit? Yeah, because you know I don't rate no nonsense at all. Yeah, you could be as black as tar or as white as snow or anything in between. if you're a nonce, obviously I don't rate you, innit? Yeah, so. Well, anyway, let's find out. Dirty, 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 play. Bumper claps.
With words like teenager and girls, but there are only referenced on 7 occasions in the Walsall case. And what's striking about that is the fact that the victims were actually younger in the Walsall case. Also, note the adjective vulnerable is used a couple of times in the Rotherham case. Now, if you want to if you describe a
Crazy, right? Yo, check, test it. 1 tree. All right, I'm back now still. Yeah, press 1 in the chat if you can hear me again. Yeah, press 1 in the chat if you can hear me again, yeah? Y'all got. Alright. Yes, we're back now, man. Like we were saying, yeah? You never heard the man them come out for the Walsall girls. I actually haven't even heard of the Walsall girls. Or whatever. It's just until I was watching this video and my man was making a comparison in the headlines, I was like, rah, so all this time here, yeah, I ain't really heard none of the man them screaming about, yo, these Walsall girls got grades by so-and-so, so-and-so. And man just said to me, yeah, when I had a debate with him or discussion with him about these sort of topics here, he's like, where's all the white grooming gangs, fella? Fella, where's all the white grooming gangs, fella? Yeah? Yeah. And it's true. You know why, bro? Because it's recorded. Yeah, it's all recorded, so it's not worth lying. It's all there. It's all recorded. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's recorded, Kaz. Yeah, bro. Alright. Oh, let me turn this. It's hot in the van, you know. I've got the fucking heating on. I didn't even know. You know when it's like, you're like, rah, I feel like I'm breathing in the hot air. Mad. Alright, go on then. Run the track. Play.
victim of crime as vulnerable, clearly you're trying to get some sympathy, you're trying to elicit sympathy from the reader, and I believe that's what's happening here. We don't get any sympathetic adjectives like that in the Walsall case though. So next time you read a news story, take a look at the naming terms chosen and think about why the writer chose those specific naming terms at the expense of others, and ask yourself, what do you think the writer is trying to make you think? Let's take a look at how the Daily Mail's reporting differed in their stories about the
All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, man. So, you see that there? You gotta watch it. That's the dog whistling that some people ain't paying attention to. Yeah, but it's being able to suck man in and make man think that it's only these men that are just committing crime. None of the other men. Yeah, when we're saying, yo, listen, any man that's dealing with that, forget bun. How you mean? Any girl that's dealing with them thing, they forget bun. You know? And the females get more of a blame on them sort of things there, because like we're saying, what happens, yeah? If it was a male teacher that's getting caught banning some of these schoolgirls, yeah, he's getting fucked up in jail. You alright, bro? If it's a female teacher and all that, cuz, the man them are just high-fiving the youth and that, cuz, it's mad. So, crazy still. Maybe when you was a little youth yourself, yeah, you might, oh shit, sorry, my bad. Maybe when you was a little youth yourself, yeah, you might have, you know, dealt with all that still. But As an adult, you don't want that for your child, though. The North Wales children grooming gang was all white men from the 70s and 80s. But you know what it is, yeah, cuz? Like, I'm not saying that man have to specifically point out different races of grooming gangs. I'm saying that this... Ah, shit. Hey, welcome, gang. Hey, you know what? I didn't even... hey. Say nothing, brother. Yeah, bless that, cuz. Hey, listen, my bedroom was just driving next to me, innit? Yeah, I kept on hearing someone bibbing, innit? But sure, I was chatting to you, man. I ain't even paying attention still. But yeah, so... what was I saying? About the grooming gangs and rah, this, that, and the other. Yeah, man, don't give a fuck what race these grooming gangs are, cuz. Yeah, man, you care about trying to get rid of them all, innit? Like, so if there any people who are sincere about that, yeah, then yeah, I support your voice or whatever. But when it's like just leaning to one side or the other, it's hard to put like support behind what you're doing, innit? Because it's like, although it might be getting rid of some rapists, it's like man are overlooking others to get rid of these ones. Like, fuck all that, cuz I ain't trying to do that, fam. You hear me? That sounds mad still. Yeah, it sounds mad still. Trust me, cuz. You mean? Yeah? Crazy. Alright. You know what? I can't really remember what the second to last video is before we get into the Sahael side of the game. You get me? Yeah? Alright.
Editor at Rolling. Joining us now is Seth Harp. He is a contributing editor at Rolling Stone. He's the author of the forthcoming book, The Fort Bragg Cartel, in July of 2025. We're excited to see him. Thanks for coming on the show.
Alright, pause up for 1 sec. Yo, you see this video? It might even take over the whole Sahael video still. Yeah, he's got a book coming out called The Fort Bragg Cartel. There's some statistics that you're going to hear within this video that are peak. How you mean? And from time, yeah, there's been various authors and various claims made about America's war on drugs. It's not really no fucking war on drugs. It's a war on them controlling different drugs, the outlets of these drugs, or controlling who they can sell to, and blah blah blah. And man, it's got fingers in pies, innit? These man's step out of hand, you'll be in the newspaper as the biggest new cartel boss that they need to take out. Yeah, me. Yeah, if you get too big for your boots. Yeah. Anyway.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So the reason we booked you is not only because of your forthcoming book subject, but because of a graph that really caught our eye. Let's put this up there on the screen. A lot of perhaps counterintuitive, depending on what you thought about the U.S. presence in Afghanistan. But according to the Financial Times, poppy growing in Helmand Province, Afghanistan, has fallen 99% since the U.S. withdrawal. So, Seth, considering the title of your book,
excuse you? Pardon? Excuse you? The war on the what? Take the war, left the war? I told you America's the gangster place, fam. You may keep trying to tell me about all these other states. Israel and rah-rah. I'm like, shut up, bro. Are you mad? Fuck out of here, man. America's been the biggest gangster since after World War II. Just because. How you mean? So the poppy production in the Helmand province has dropped by 99% since the Taliban took over. That's a mad stat. That is a mad stat. Like, yo, if you're gonna ban the Taliban for everything else, yeah, all the stuff that you disagree with what the Taliban are dealing with, and right there, that might be the only stat what you might be able to big them up on. Yeah, getting rid of the growing poppies in their region. So their economy doesn't strictly rely on flipping producing heroin. For fuck's sake. You alright, cuz? Yeah. Where's Mr. Know-It-All and Mrs. Know-It-All now, though? To tell them about, look, we helped them. We civilized. We gave you a proper government. And rah. Brother, come on, man. These times here, yeah. Any time a man's got an army base in your country or whatever, he's making sure things that happen in your state are more beneficial to their shit than it is to your shit, innit? Yeah? Trust me. How you mean? England can't tell America anything. You man in the chat think anyone in Europe can tell America anything? You believe that? You need a reality check, cuz. Yeah, you need a reality check, cuz. England can't tell America shit, bro. Hey, man. Yeah, this ain't the boat stays, you know. When them and the boats and the different ships and the so and the pirates running about them. Yeah, this is new days, bruv. How do you mean? America's got bomber clock drone bases in man's country out here. Yeah? They even pass drones to pussy clock. Yeah? The fuck out of here, man. Mad. Anyway, man. Yeah, so you can see Helmand Province. Poppy production has dropped to 99% since the Americans left. Mad. That is crazy. That we knew that anyway, yeah. It's just you have to see the figures on the screen for Mr. Know-It-All and Mrs. Know-It-All to shut their face, innit? Yeah. Where you at now, cuz? Huh? Yeah, bro. You're waiting for conspiracy theorists to jump on the panel and say something wild. Then they're gonna type, LOL. Look at what so and so thinks. They believe blah blah. They believe blah blah. Get the fuck out of it, man. Get out of it, man. But alright, turkey job. Mad. Blue.
Book, considering a lot of discussion over the last 20 years about opium and the U.S. role in cultivation, poppy and heroin. What do you make of that graph? And considering what you're writing about, what can you shed light on some of the background of why that is?
Well, it's really stunning, and it's only now that the Taliban has been in control of Afghanistan for several years that we're able to fully judge what the true history of the heroin trade in Afghanistan really was and its significance from 2001 to 2021 during the 20 years of U.S. occupation. Before the Taliban took over and completely eradicated the country's entire poppy crop, it was kind of difficult to say who was responsible for that drug production. But actually what the Taliban have just done in 2022 was an exact repeat of something that they did in 2001, which was...
Yo. Yo. You know, he's going to tell you that the Taliban have raised poppy fields before, right? And then in the early 2000s, what happened? Oh my days, this is crazy still. Yeah, man, so keep balling for Trump. Trump's gonna save us. Trump's gonna Trump don't give no shits about England, cuz. You're just one of the partners, cuz. So, brother, you know who does care about England getting up, though? Yeah. Come on, say it with me. Yeah, Jeremy Corbyn. Ah, shizzle. Ah, shizzle. Shizzle my nizzle. Yeah, you made. Yeah, cuz. That's why the American intelligence agencies didn't want my man in power, innit? Because he's going to disrupt the status quo. Nigel Farage ain't going to disrupt no status quo. You think Nigel Farage is going to tell you about any of the secret deals? How America's got fucking England by the fucking short and curlies or whatever? You think that he'll reveal any of that stuff? Now, honestly, to the people, to the Farage fans in the chat, yeah, do you honestly believe that Nigel Farage becomes Prime Minister, Richard Tice Deputy Prime Minister, the rest of the reform candidates of this, that and the other and blah, 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 blah. Do you honestly believe that Nigel Farage is going to be implementing or changing any rules and regulation, laws and legislation to make things simpler, easier, better for you as an English citizen, British citizen, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Ireland, or Wales? Yeah, a reform supporter. Like, what is Nigel Farage going to do? Man's going to get in power and still tell you about, yeah, but because they did immigration, yeah. Mad. Oh my days. Yeah, Nigel Farage is a loony bin, man. Like a lunatic, mate. Yeah. I don't know, what is his promises like when he gets in? Or if he gets in or whatever. This is what I mean, cuz, like, when you do ask these sort of questions like that, yeah, none of these men will ever be able to tell you anything about what reforms actually trying to do or what their actual thing they are doing, what that is. Fuck is that? What is that? Just because my man says wild stuff, that's really why you love him, innit? It's mad. It's weird. Literally just like a Donald Trump apprentice, man. But anyway, let it play.
To eradicate all drug production from Afghanistan, poppy cultivation, and the synthesis of heroin in laboratories. And in the process of writing the book, I learned a lot about the heroin trade in Afghanistan and compiled basically a list of facts that I think every American citizen should know about their government support for international drug cartels, which actually goes back to the 1980s. So I'd be happy to run down, or if you guys just want to ask questions in general about the subject.
Go off.
Go ahead.
Anyway.
Tell us what you got.
Yeah.
Like I said, U.S. intervention, U.S. support for drug traffickers in Afghanistan goes back to the 1980s, when the Soviet army occupied Afghanistan, and a lot of people are familiar with the so-called Charlie Wilson's War, America's covert war in Afghanistan to drive out the Soviet occupiers by arming and funding certain warlords to wage guerrilla war in that country against the Russians. And it's also pretty well known that a lot of these people were radical Islamists, and that this covert program led to the formation of Al-Qaeda and the events that
the man them armed the man them and trained the man them that later became or ended up forming the man them that are known as Al-Qaeda. Crazy. So is it the CIA? They send the CIA in and situations like that, right? Yeah. So the CIA's got. It's mad, isn't it? And then in 2024, these men are going to tell you that these Islamists are the flipping terrorists. Bro, you made them the terrorists, you built them up, cuz. And now these men have got bread and weapons. God damn. Mad still. My God. Yeah, blue.
That led to 9/11 or contributed to it. That was in the background of it. But it's less well known that those same mujahideen, as they're often called, many of them were deeply involved in the drug trade. This is something that we don't hear much about, although it is out there in the open. I think that Steve Cole, writing for the Washington Post in the early 90s, was one of the first to describe this. Gulbuddin Hekmatyar and Nassim Akhundzada were two of the biggest recipients of CIA cash and arms, and both of them were two of the biggest narcos in Afghanistan. And
mad. So the CIA is funding the drug lords of Afghanistan to do their thing. Great. Yeah, bro. It's bonkers, man. But if you watch these other flipping films like, what's it called? James Bond and what's his name? Bourne Report and so and so, so and so. These men are fighting against them, man. But when you look at the reality of shit, brother, some of these men are funding half of these dons. So it's like, God damn. Brother, I'm telling you, cuz, man. Stay away from the gangster business, cuz. Trust me, Carl. Oh, man. You don't know who's with who, who's not with who. So how's the world police funding Afghani narcos, as the way you described it? But all right, let it play. Yo, optimistic, but
once the Russians had successfully been driven out, they set about transforming Afghanistan essentially into the world's largest poppy plantation because the geography and climate of Afghanistan are very advantageous for the cultivation of poppy. And through their brutal methods, they forced a lot of Afghanistan's peasantry into conditions of essentially narco serfdom and obligated people to plant poppy when in the past they had been planting food crops or fruit. And so the 1990s in Afghanistan is a kind of forgotten interlude, but there was a drug war there, essentially the same as there was a drug war in Colombia, and there is one in Mexico today. And the Taliban actually emerged as a reaction to the infighting between these warlords. And, you know, we hear a lot about the Taliban's wicked ideology and their repression of women and how they don't allow music and kites and things like that. But we never hear about their anti-narcotics agenda, but that was actually fundamental to their ideological identity from the very beginning. The Taliban as
crazy still, alive. Yeah, because yo, it's true what you're saying though, right? You hear about all the bad sides, but you never hear any of the positive things. Maybe that's the only one positive thing. The one positive thing that they was doing is actually against the stuff that the man them are trying to keep under wraps. So now you understand why you don't hear about it. I say it, man. Like, yeah. You see you down in London, yeah, there's a lot of speed, little potholes, little lumps in the road and rah, in it, man. So makes the keys them jingle about that, all that, you know. So don't watch the noise, man. But crazy, right? Crazy still. Like, listen. Don't let anyone try to let this scoop be remixed, yeah? Yeah? Don't let anyone try to make this be remixed, yeah? Not one time in this video has anyone said that they big up the Taliban, yeah? Not one time in this video, yeah? The brother is just describing the circumstances on how poppy production has risen and fallen, at different times that correlate with the Taliban being in power and them saying that they ain't producing them sort of things there or whatever. Of course they could have a better government than the Taliban and not produce poppies. That's obvious, right? But they ain't got that option at the moment still. So that's kind of peak for the man them down at Afghanistan, you know? Trust me, how you mean? Definitely peak for the girl in Afghanistan. Right, today's still, so. But yeah, the point still stands though, man. The Bush production dropped 99% since them man have been in power. Anytime the Yankee and them man come back here, the Bush production goes up. So Americans ain't helping as much as the Taliban. You get me? But they're doing that pretend democracy where it's like, right, yeah, we're gonna make it look like you lot got this thing, rah. But you man have to make sure that you keep producing the budge though, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Anyway, go on, let it blow.
As you might imagine, being such a conservative movement, didn't look kindly upon the production of drugs or the consumption of drugs either. And as I alluded to a moment ago, once they had consolidated control of Afghanistan's major population centers after a civil war in the 1990s, they completely eradicated all of the heroin production that was taking place in Afghanistan in 2001. That eradication effort was completed in the summer of 2001.
Yo, swear, hold on. You're saying in 2001, the poppy creation, the bush creation was totally eliminated. Not 99, 100% gone, yeah? Oh, man. Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Yeah, then the man them invaded in 2001 as well, right? Oh, man. Crazy, isn't it? What was the reason for the invasion in 2001? What happened? That's not 9/11, is it? Is that 9/11? Hey, what year was that Twin Towers thing? Yeah, sorry if I sound a bit mad still, but like I don't know what year it was, innit? Let me know in the chat, yeah? Let me know in the chat still. God, let it blow.
And some experts at the time described it as the most dramatic event in the history of drugs markets. The history of illegal drug markets. They completely decimated the world supply.
Oh my days. The conspiracy guns are gonna go mad with that one, fam. How you mean? Yeah. Lord of mercy. Uh, what? Yeah, big up, man. Big up all the silent listeners, man. Say less, man. Come, fam. Yeah, man. We have to take it down a notch still, yeah? Calm down for a week or two. Let it chill out for a bit, you know? Yeah. And then we gotta get back into the greasy season, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, not too greasy though, innit? We just gonna have panel members going back and forth on topics and shit still, but yeah. For this week, next week, maybe even the week after, yeah, you might see me. You might see a couple of selected people on there as well, still, yeah. But yeah, bad. All right. So, yes, 2001, the summer of 2001. There's an invasion into Afghanistan. Just at the time when they've 100% ended poppy production. Crazy. That's a crazy coincidence, right? Or could it be correlation? What? Oh, sugar. Oh, man. Sugar. Oh, man. Honey. Hey, yo, the battery had dead off, man. God damn. Shit. All right. Blue.
Of heroin, eliminated something like 95% of heroin from the global black market. That was, as I said, in summer of 2001.
Seth, let me pause you for 1 second because I have a question about that piece that also connects with today. What sort of tactics did they use to have this level of complete eradication?
That's a good question. As far as I can tell, they just went around telling people, hey, you can't do that anymore. They didn't dump pesticides from airplanes. They didn't use any of the heavy-handed.
Yo, hey, you know what, cuz? Differently, you're gonna have to show a little bit of evidence for that claim that's still. That sounds a bit wild. The man just said, Salam, Aki. Yes, Aki, you need to stop producing poppy. It's haram. Okay, Aki. No, just produce fruit instead. Okay, Aki. I don't think the conversation was like that still, yeah? yeah. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Any more bush get fling up round Yasso. All on are dead. Okay, Aki. Salam. Is it? But God, let it play.
Eradication methods that the U.S. and its proxy forces or client states have used in countries like Colombia, for example. Very low-tech methods using sticks to beat down the plants or tractors to uproot fields. And
were people just afraid of the consequences of not listening to the Taliban?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. I suppose so. I mean, the obvious answer is yes. The the government has a monopoly on the use of force there, and people didn't disobey when told to stop growing poppy. So sure, they could fear the consequences. But I'm not able to find very many reports of violence in this latest eradication campaign. A few sporadic shootings between traffickers that resisted. This is a way for Afghan.
It's like a jobs program. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. But at the same time.
What? Yeah. A couple man had to get shoot up though still, but in general, the man that could just get hotted up and start doing it. Maybe most of the man them that was growing, didn't actually want to be growing so and so anyway. They was had other crops what they was growing in the first place before they started growing the budge and all that. So it's mad still. But God. Hey, but listen, you see all this why this information and stuff like this is important, right? Because you'll get a time where that's what the trickle down economics is, yeah, of badness. Yeah. So there'll be a time where there'll be maybe a younger person, a young man or a young lady that could end up maybe seeing the drugs trade as something that they want to entertain, or something that they might feel like facilitates their way of getting paid or their wages or whatever, in it. Like with all this sort of stuff there, you can sort of say that, yo, differently. That game there is controlled by a man that's working with their man there, innit? Like, so you can't make it to the top without either just being extremely lucky or working with people that you're not supposed to be working with, innit? You know what I mean? Like, so forget about it. Yeah, forget about it, man. You know? And there's so much different other little ways to make a little bread out here right now, man. Just get good health. You know what I'm saying? Learn to hold your hands up. You know? And set pace that way, cuz. Forget about this gangster shit, cuz. It's oversaturated. The gangster lane's oversaturated, cuz, man. Feel some other lanes, innit? You get me? Don't tell the youths them to get into the gangster lane, cuz, man. It's oversaturated. Yeah. And the risk to reward ratio is extremely low, cuz. You need something with better risk to reward ratio. Yeah, teach your youths about risk to reward ratio, cuz, man. You know? But damn. High risk, high reward. Sounds good when you're a YG and you've got, seems like you've got 1,000,000 miles or 1,000,000 years in front of you. Something stable over a long term could bring you a lot more than starting high risk, continuously taking high risk. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a high risk here and there, a little bit at the start. But once you get a little bit of dough and bread and whatever, too much high risk is, you hear me? No good, cuz. Alright. Run back still. Alright, we're there at Afghanistan. Yeah. 2001. Heroin production is been completely eradicated. What's gonna happen next? Let it play.
We always heard during the war that the Taliban were responsible for this, and that the insurgency and all the drug production were really two sides of the same coin. From our politicians, from our most prestigious and trusted institutions in media, we always heard that the Taliban were narco-terrorists, was the term that I think was invented in the early 2000s to describe this. And anytime we heard about the drug production that was going on in Afghanistan, which was very much soft-pedaled, very much not in the news, but to the extent it was, we always heard that the Taliban were responsible. Now, in looking into this, I found that there's no evidence to support it at all. And I don't claim that my research skills are exhaustive, but if there's anyone out there who can find a case of a named Taliban individual who was seized or apprehended or convicted, or it was otherwise shown for a fact that they were producing or trafficking drugs, please get in touch, because I wasn't able to find a single case of that. And
Mad. Hey, that's crazy, like. Not one don, or they've not found one don that was associated with drugs. What is their thing then? What was the thing that they're associated with then? Because, like, he said that they came out of a fighting fraction of some of the drug lords and government ministers having too much involvement in drugs. So what's their thing of like super strict religious dons with yeah, I don't know, man. Need to find out a little bit more still. But yeah, so yeah, need to find out a bit more information on that one. That's it. I don't know much about Taliban and all that still, yeah. So I know about the play.
You don't have to take my word for it, because in 2018, the Special Inspector General for Afghanistan Reconstruction, SIGAR, they put out a report, a retrospective on narcotics in Afghanistan. And this is a U.S. government publication. So, they kind of couch it in delicate terms, but it's very clear from reading that report that their conclusion that they came to was that there was never any evidence at all to back up the idea that the Taliban were either profiting from the direct participation in drug production, or were even taxing it, as we sometimes heard. The best I think you could say is that at times, some groups that were called Taliban, which is actually a more diverse coalition than we realize, some of those groups at times in certain places may have levied attacks on other drug traffickers. But that's beyond that. There's no reason to think that the Taliban participated in the drug trade. It also goes against, their, as I mentioned before, their original ideological identity of being a force that was against narcotics. The Taliban would occasionally put out edicts that banned their own fighters from using drugs or participating at all in the drug trade. We never gave them any credit for that, but in fact, it seems to be pretty consistent on their part. Now,
and Seth,
who was responsible?
Seth, to the economic point, Afghanistan, obviously a poor country, under sanctions by the U.S. We also withheld a significant chunk of their central bank reserves. After we left, there was a sort of economic free fall, at least for a certain period of time. So what has been the economic impact of the total eradication of poppy production when it was so central to the agricultural economy?
Well, it's hard to say. Probably not good for the farmers that have immediately lost out on their poppy revenue that they were making. But Afghanistan has really serious economic problems as a result of the crushing international sanctions that are on them, and the fact that the U.S. basically just stole all the money that was in their bank by freezing it. So Afghanistan is in a terrible economic situation right now, which makes it all the more remarkable that the Taliban was willing to eliminate.
Mad. So USA took all Afghanistan bread when they ducked out. Hey, listen, America are some fucking gangster ass country. I'm telling you, cuz they are the biggest roadman on this planet. How you mean? Yo, man, smash up your yard and then take your bread. Duck out. Yeah. So, man. Just me, that is real gangster shit, cuz. God damn. Oh, mate. Yeah. So that seems like the way that that the Taliban seems like they've been able to come into power in the country then, right? Because if for all them years the man is basically making sure that they're doing this poppy thing, and the man then come in and give man different options to be able to do different shit, then I might take that option still, but there it comes with these other options, non-negotiable options, right? Where the gal them can't go to school. Full whole body covering. You know what I mean? No more dancing. Yeah. Mate, another one good thing, I think them dash with Bacha Bazi. Oh my days. Lava. Yeah. Love upon that, yeah, yo. But, mad. Trust me, cuz, but, boy, you know what I mean? Oh, mate. Really and truly, yeah. The main point, yeah. All the other side points are side issues, yeah. And what about isms to try to, that if, say, this was an open panel right now, they're all different side issues that someone would try to be diverted and move away from the main issue that is the heroin production, or it turning into either the biggest place of production for heroin in the world, or it producing none at all. Yeah, that's like what the whole thing was, right? So if the war on drugs is that this flipping dangerous drug is coming to our country via these places and then obviously once these countries are invaded by places, especially like America and other connected United Nations sovereign countries like that, definitely shouldn't be to carry on making them produce drugs that you ban in your country. Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, crazy. Just because, but anyway,
what had been the majority, of their GDP, it really shows that they were determined to eliminate this trade from Afghanistan.
Yeah, I mean, I think what's shocking about this is that it turns a lot of stuff on its head. Like you said, Seth, I worked in the space for a long time. I covered the Pentagon during the Afghan war. We heard constantly narco-terrorists, that these people were involved in drug production, that they were much more drug lords than they were this. But then it's a little bit counter. If all of that gets shut down the moment that they actually take over the country, you would presume that the inverse would happen, that when you have total control over state resources, you would ramp opium production up. So then if they weren't producing the opium, somebody was, and somebody was profiting. I'm sure you don't want to give away too much, but to what role can you speak about from your own book to the deep involvement of the U.S. military forces in perhaps not only officially sanctioning this, but getting involved in the actual moving and selling of drugs?
Well, that same Saigar report that I mentioned a moment ago is unequivocal about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, hey, listen. We need to get that Saigar report. But I need to get that Saigar report, yeah? I've been done telling you, man, from way back when till now, yeah, that America is the biggest gangsters in the world. How you mean? The wild gangsters. Yeah. There might be some new world gangsters soon still, but, right now. Yeah, man. Yeah. They sell drugs with opioids in it, yeah, but the main actual heroin is banning it. Yeah, worldwide. Yeah, I don't think there's a country what heroin's legal in. Is it even? Yeah. Same. The opium wars. Yeah, trust me. So, it's that time, man. No more budging it. Yeah, that's what they said. Yo, you man can't produce no more budge. Yeah. No more Banton. Yeah, stop producing budge anyway, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you stop getting nitties like Esau strung out and balling online, innit? Like, oh, mate. Yeah, man. God, let it play.
The US-backed Afghan government at every level and at every geographic region of Afghanistan was either directly involved in producing drugs or was profiting from it in the form of bribes or taxation. All of the major warlords who comprised the U.S. client state, under Hamid Karzai originally and under Ashraf Ghani later, were known narcotics traffickers. Fahim Khan was Hamid Karzai's defense minister. He was a big-time drug trafficker. Hamid.
Mad. So the whole government that was basically installed under the watch of America and the United Nations in Afghanistan, with some big drug traffickers of Bush throughout the world. Like, that's the source. You know what I mean? That's it. Box. Yeah, so it's just crazy, cuz you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the sort of shit you see on fucking TV films. And you don't expect this to be real. but like someone said the other day, the truth can be stranger than fiction. So boy, set the truth free, man. Yeah. Ready, play.
Karzai's half-brother, Ahmed Wali Karzai, was the kingpin of Kandahar, who had as they would say in Mexico, the derecho de piso over the entire Helmand, the ability to charge drug traffickers, a commission to move drugs through Kandahar. I mentioned Rashid Dostum a moment ago, up on the border of Uzbekistan and Tajikistan. He was a major drug lord. The CIA worked closely with him. Hazrat Ali in Jalalabad, another big-time drug trafficker controlling the drug trade from Afghanistan to India, which absorbed a lot of the heroin during this time. And these are all people who have names, whose role is known. And the way that it was done out in the open is really kind of jaw-dropping. And it's not just the people at the top. It's, as the Saigar report said, people at every single level and every department of the Afghan government were directly involved in the drug trade. And if you ask any grunt who served in Afghanistan, a Marine, whatever, they'll tell you that the security forces of these people under these warlords, they used drugs constantly and were often too stoned on hashish or opium to even go out and patrol. So the Afghan client state was the world's biggest drug cartel, and it was directly backed at all times by JSOC, the CIA, and the whole of the U.S. government. And past instances of like CIA complicity in the drug trade that we're familiar with pale in comparison. There's the whole Dark Alliance thing that reporter Gary Webb revealed in the 90s that the CIA knew that the Nicaraguan Contras were trafficking cocaine from Colombia through Mexico into the United States at the time of the crack boom. I mean, that was significant, but there's just no comparing the scale of this. As I mentioned before, for 20 years, Afghanistan inundated the entire world with extremely cheap, extremely potent, and extremely high quality heroin. It was available everywhere, and that changed. That had a huge impact on history, an extremely deleterious effect on the social fabric of many countries that directly surround Afghanistan, including Iran had a terrible heroin crisis during this time. China as well had to really crack down on heroin trafficking through Xinjiang, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, in the Uyghur occupied part of China. Russia suffered a terrible heroin crisis during this time. All of Europe and of course America, and it was all the result of having a huge glut of very high quality and very cheap product.
Yo. Yeah, man, it's mad still. Yeah, it's crazy still, man. America's gangstering up the whole world. Yeah, man. And these men are having a snake off in the chat. Who's the biggest snake? Oh, man. Yeah, bro. It's actually funny still. It's a comedy shit. You know what I mean? Because, yo. You know? Funny out here though still, you hear me? Cause don't worry about yeah, hula floss. Yeah? Hula floss. Laugh loudest, is it? Yeah man, so I saw the American man to do it, man. Yeah, they got yeah, how you mean they got the lock tight flat brass knuckles and flashlights. The heaters in the two-seaters, the 2 meters. Senoritos, kiss rings when they meet us. What? Yo. The whole government, they're saying that the man them security force, yeah, was so mash up all the time opium and hashish is bad. How you mean? I was wondering why the hippies them love Afghanistan so much. That's what it is, isn't it? The opium and the hashish. You got mad. Oh my days. You man are got mad. So anyway, yeah, let's run the rest of this track, man, before we get to Sahael block. Is it? Let it play.
It's available.
At Vodafone, experience the epic Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and you can save a huge.
Seth, my last question for you is an intentionally naive one. How does this square with the U.S.'s relatively draconian anti-drug policies?
Well, when you say relatively draconian anti-drug policies, I guess you're referring to the criminal penalties that are available to punish traffickers that are caught here in the U.S. Well, it just goes to show that, you know, the government really kind of, instead of fighting a drug war, it's more that they pick winners and losers in the game and say who is allowed to traffic drugs internationally. Because
you know what? Yeah, the older have been saying this for time. Yo, these man pick who and who can make sure it's proof. Yo, they employed Scotland Yard, employed the Scotland Yardies. They was letting them get away with murder and rape inside the fucking black community of London. Because they was employed by Scotland Yard. What are you talking about? So the same thing like we're saying, yo, you see these man that's at the top here, that's just able to get away with these just mad crimes, and they're just always there, always got a grab, never get touched, and so and so. You have to be careful, you know. I'm not saying that they're snitching, yeah. I'm just saying that take time and be careful, innit? Yeah. Choose another lane. That's nothing to do with gangsterism. And try and excel in that, cuz, you hear me, cuz? Yeah. But you probably see the same issue come out there anyway. Yeah, these men are picking winners all over the place. Yeah. Mad. Yeah, man. Alright. Let it play.
If the DEA at any point had wanted to look at Afghanistan and say, you know, sometimes when they say describe a drug trafficking organization in Mexico, let's say, and create like an organization chart and put this guy at the top and say these guys are his lieutenants. A lot of that there's some there's some artistic license that goes into that. These groups are not as coherent as you might think. My point is that if at any point they had wanted to look at Afghanistan and describe what was going on there as a cartel and create like an organization chart, it easily could have been portrayed as, this is the most profitable, productive, and dangerous drug trafficking organization in the entire world. And it's inundating the United States with heroin because the heroin crisis in the United States perfectly coincided with this time period. And there's endless reports from the early 2000s from medical professionals and others, especially county sheriffs, talking about how they were seeing a much increased supply of heroin in the most remote rural counties in the United States, not just the cities. The whole country was saturated by heroin that was white in color, high quality, high potency. Now, as a caveat, the DEA says that none of this came from Afghanistan. They say that the United States alone in the world is the only country untouched by Afghan heroin. And that's a claim that you see sometimes repeated in mainstream media accounts during this time. And in my book, I'm going to go into all the reasons why I don't think that's true at all. I think that all of that supply, or the great majority of that supply that directly caused the heroin crisis in America, was a consequence of the war in Afghanistan.
I can't wait to read it.
Yeah, we're going to let you now get back to writing that book because we're now all dying to read it and see what else you have to say. And I hope you'll come back on when the book is published, if not before, and explain in detail your additional findings there. Thank you so much for joining us today, though. It's been eye-opening, absolutely eye-opening.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Definitely. Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure.
Hey, if you like that.
All right. Yeah, man. So, yeah, them are controlling the drug trade, turn Afghanistan into the biggest heroin producers. You know? So that's that still. You gotta look out for the report still. I'll look into that a bit further. But yeah, man. I think I got the real G's in the chat though still, man. Yeah. Hey, listen, let me tell you who I would count as a real G. Go wherever you want in it, yeah. But if you jump in a spot and you call out fuckeries for what fuckeries is, then yeah, you're a real G still. If not, if you don't do that, then you're just a follow fashion, innit, man. You just go wherever you're accepted. You know what I mean? That. Yeah, man. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. I can have a panel of 10 people every day running 12 hours, 24 hours a day. I can do a panel by myself for half hour every day, or once a week, or once a month, or whatever. You could never tell me anything about what's going on in G Block, what G Block was made for, bro. Just shut your black teeth and behave yourself, man. Yeah, you don't need to worry about the internet, cuz you need to worry about getting some turkey teeth or something, so you can smile again. Forget about G Block, cuz. Don't worry about who jumps on the panel in G Block and all that, cuz. You got more issues than G Block, innit? Yeah. You hear me, cuz? So anyway, yeah, to my favorite region, yeah, in West Africa, yeah, I am made. Yeah, man. So we got the the comrade. We got the Asian comrade about to give her. Yeah, because we got the Asian comrade about to drop some bars about the bomber clock Sahael. You mean? Yeah, man, Sahael block we say. Come on, let it play.
Reported very minimally. I've been doing a series, particularly on Mali. You know, it's interesting. The Europeans right now are in a flat about the question of NATO. The Europeans are in a flat about the war in Ukraine. They're in a serious flat. They are confounded by what's happening. They're distressed by war. Of your resolution are distant.
Hear me clear in it, yeah? Is it clear now? Because of them on the fear. You might see Velip on the swinging chair. Where yelling at the corner, yelling at the square. Yo, can you hear me clear? Check. Yeah. I'm not gonna play the video till you say you can hear it properly. Not oh shit. Going that way, yeah. I'm not gonna play the video till you say you can hear it loud and clear, you hear me? Yeah, let me know you can hear it loud and clear. Alright. Yo, mic check me, man. Mic check me 1313. Yo, how you mean? Check, testing. Come on, mic check me 1313. I come from the block and they're full of G's. You hear me? How you mean? Alright, you got me now, yeah? I can see the bars are going up on the StreamYard screen as well. Alright. Come on, mic check me 1313. I come from the block and they're full of G's. We're in London, we're not from the country. How you mean? At work we smoke tobacco, at home we smoke trees. How you mean? I make a fussy old breeze. Come on. I make a waste man breathe. Yo. Alright, man. So you ready, yeah? Are you ready? Yeah. Alright. Let it play. Sahael block was set, yeah? That's Sahael region, yeah? Come on. Oh, I know, yeah. Yeah, but they're trying to get the whole Sahel into the Sahel. Started playing and the shit started spinning out. I started playing and the shit started spinning out. Yo, walk one for the video, cuz. Hey, StreamYards. Hey, StreamYards. Hold on. I'm like, nah. I'm like, yeah. Yo. Hey, I'll tell you what it is, yeah? It's on 1 bar at the moment, isn't it? Yeah, so if I flick the video, it might spin out a little bit. Yeah. I'm in that wasteman area called Central London. Right by the Nigerian embassy. Yeah, how you mean? I'm outside Nigeria house. No, it's not crab house. Alright, listen. Let's try now, yeah? There's a little bit of space. The buildings are a little bit more separated now. Yeah? Alright, I think we can work now still. Alright. Let's go.
I want to take you briefly on a trip to the Sahel region of Africa, which gets reported very minimally. I've been doing a series, particularly on Mali. You know, it's interesting. The Europeans right now are in a flap about the question of NATO. The Europeans are in a flap about the war in Ukraine. They're in a serious flap. They are confounded by what's happening. They are distressed by war. And yet, it is normal for them to expand their activities deep into the sovereign territory of Africa. The sovereignty of Ukraine may be compromised. That has them.
Hey, Khan, you're an idiot. You're a fool. I said, can you smell the jollof, you know? You're mad. Yeah, man, so you see it there? We're talking about my place, yeah, me? Sahel region. Yeah? Hey, I got so much ratings for them 3 man there. Yeah? Yeah, man. I mean, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso. Yeah. And they said, listen, all this keep telling us to pull up our boots by our bootstraps, yeah, in public, while holding us back behind closed doors is bullshit, innit? Like, obviously, we have to start taking responsibility from you know what I'm saying? Like, from the beginning of production, script writing, production, the equipment, the whole shit. If you want it to be done properly, you're gonna have to do it. Yeah, no one's gonna do it for you, or no one's gonna allow you to just, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless it's beneficial to what they're doing. It's not beneficial to what other countries are doing for these countries to be standing up on their own 2 feet. That equals competition with their own little bread that they're flipping able to drain out of it. You mean? Yeah, man. Come on. Alright. Let it play.
In a flap. But nobody in those same European circles was in a flap when NATO decided to go beyond the UN Security Council resolution 1973 and destroy Libya. The destruction of that country, which resulted in serious destabilization of the Sahelian states, Mali, Niger, even southern Algeria, Mauritania, and so on. When the French invaded Mali through Operation Barkhane in 2013, nobody was in a flap. In fact, they said the French are part of the war on terror. When the
But you know what's crazy? Yeah, again, the same thing. This war on terror, war on drugs thing. But once these people that say they come to fight this war on terror, war on drugs, are removed out, the actual terrorist people or the drug traffickers are finding it harder. Why is that? Huh? Is it because they wasn't there to fight the drugs or the terrorists in the first place and was just there to facilitate them? Yeah, let me know, cuz. You can hear me, yeah? You can hear me, yeah? Let me know. Look, Nico, you're just a racist, bro, man. So, you're stupid crying statements when you start spazzing out like a flipping inbred. No one cares about what you're saying. Yeah. Just type in bad. Yeah. Yeah, man. My facts don't care about your dumb feelings, cuz. Yeah. Is it? It's a boss. Who you talking to, man? Just watch your mouth, man. You dickhead, man. You're speaking greasy, cuz, man. But you never jump on the panel and open your mouth. Shut up, man. Hey, listen. Hey, listen, man. That's what I'm trying to say. You see, you lot are strange, man. Stop doing the stranger stuff, man. Yeah. Whether you, man, come true or not, yeah. This shit's gonna run how I says it runs, innit? Yeah. So just, yeah, chill out, man. Relax. Alright. Shut up, you muppet, man. Fuck out of here, man. Brother, listen, stop talking that stuff. Actually do it. If you did it, then yeah, differently. I might give you a rating, innit? I'll buy you a drink after, innit? But you just talking about it. Well, that's nothing. Shut up. It's anonymous idiots, bro, man. Shut up, man. Alright, like we were saying, yeah, back to the Sahael region. Yeah, man. Let the Sahelians do their thing, innit? Yeah? How you mean? Let it play.
French military has routinely killed civilians in Mali. And I've talked to people who have been survivors of those attacks, where the French military has denied war crimes. In fact, if we go back to the war against Libya, NATO's legal counsel, Peter Olsen, when asked to share targeting information, NATO's bombing runs, in order for an investigation of what had happened in Libya, Peter Olsen said, NATO never commits war crimes. NATO never commits war crimes. It is in fact impossible for NATO to commit war crimes. So, the French never commit war crimes. What they've done in Mali is beyond reproach. Ask the Malian people that. Ask the Malian people that. For the last several years, the Malian people have wanted the French military out. There have been 2 military coups in Mali in 2020 and 2021. Just this month, in May, the Malian military junta asked the French to leave, and they have now themselves left the French cut-out political project called G5 Sahel. Why am I telling you all this? I would like to also tell you, by the way, about Mozambique, where the French were not happy to intervene directly in Cabo Delgado province, to defend their investments, French Total's investments in natural gas fields off the coast of Mozambique, northern Mozambique. No, so they cut a deal with the Rwandan army on behalf of the French to invade Mozambique. In fact, with the permission of the government in Maputo. I'm saying all this because the concept of sovereignty was at the heart of the founding of the OAS in 1963. Africa Day is about establishing the sovereignty of the continent. And yet routinely, I'm not talking now about the 1960s and 70s and 80s, I'm talking about now. Now. It's the French that invade, and nobody calls that an invasion. It's the French that invade. In fact, I would like to say to you that the Europeans and the US have moved Europe's border effectively from north of the Mediterranean to south of the Sahara. They've essentially taken and garrisoned the Sahel region. They always get upset and say the Chinese...
That's a fact, cuz. That's why they have to do so much work with places like Russia and China. Because these men ain't accepting these fucked up terms and conditions. So now, fuck that, cuz. You hear me? So... US and France mainly. But backed by, the other United Nations. States. Of course, them men are gonna try make them man go back into the pocket of the French. While I'm saying the French should have free open. You know what? It's mad though, yeah. This crazy, yeah, that the French, yeah, are trying to disrupt Burkina Faso and Niger, Mali, while knowing via WikiLeaks that the CIA keeps intervening in French elections. That's mad, isn't it? So it's crazy, like I keep saying. The other man that's getting oppressed always find time to go out and do some more oppression to some other people that happen to be black in some other poorer places than theirs, which really shouldn't even be a poor place or whatever, just because due to the way colonization hasn't really ended or has ended here. Now big business colonization means that these countries just resources drains for flipping shareholders, multinational profits. Do you know what I'm saying? Multinational shareholder profits. Crazy. Some companies you ain't even heard of before. Yeah? But they got bare little snot noses running about on your end, spending off bare dough. You don't even know where they're getting their bread from. This is where those sort of shit's there. Man. Crazy. Alright, God.
Olsen, when asked to share targeting information, NATO's bombing runs, in order for an investigation of what had happened in Libya, Peter Olsen said, NATO never commits war crimes. NATO never commits war crimes. It is in fact impossible for NATO to commit war crimes. So, the French never commit war crimes. What they've done in Mali is beyond reproach. Ask the Malian people that. Ask the Malian people that. For the last several years, the Malian people have wanted the French military out. There have been 2 military coups in Mali in 2020 and 2021. Just this month in May, the Malian military junta asked the French to leave, and they have now themselves left the French cut out political project called G5 Sahel. Why am I telling you all this? I would like to also tell you, by the way, about Mozambique, where the French were not happy to intervene directly in Cabo Delgado province, to defend their investments, French Total's investments in natural gas fields off the coast of Mozambique, northern Mozambique. No, so they cut a deal with the Rwandan army on behalf of the French to invade Mozambique. In fact, with the permission of the government in Maputo. I'm saying all this because the concept of sovereignty was at the heart of the founding of the OAS in 1963. Africa Day is about establishing the sovereignty of the continent. And yet routinely, I'm not talking now about the 1960s and 70s and 80s, I'm talking about now. Now, it's the French that invade, and nobody calls that an invasion. It's the French that invade. In fact, I would like to say to you that the Europeans and the US have moved Europe's border effectively from north of the Mediterranean to south of the Sahara. They've essentially taken and garrisoned the Sahel region. They always get upset and say the Chinese are colonizing Africa. We hear this all the time. Chinese are colonizing Africa. Philip Dexter, our comrade, said that China has a military base in Africa. In fact, I've been there. It's in Djibouti. It's not a military base, in fact. It's a naval station that the Chinese established in order to join a United Nations operation against piracy. Now, I have my own mixed feelings about that UN operation against piracy because they're attacking poor people off the coast of Somalia whose fishing was destroyed by multinational corporations and they took up piracy. Let's solve the economic problems. Don't.
Man, it's the same sort of shit again, yeah. Big multinational companies able to destroy your infrastructure, your way of life, or how you're able to earn your money. You turn to madness, and then the man then want to come and shut that down. Do you know what I mean? Instead of making sure that if you do want to be doing any sort of works in these people's countries, taking over their fishing waters and blah blah blah, there's at least some other education or retraining or new industry the people that could take up. Right. Alright, so you think about this then, yeah? If all the people in that place, yeah, where all these different industries have gone, had different industries where they was able to food, clothe, and do whatever they wanted to do on the shits, yeah, do you think that they would be doing the piracy business? Or that pirate stuff? Huh? Right. Yeah, crazy still. Crazy.
Treat this as a security issue. So easy to treat everything as a security issue. Underneath that is a basic economic problem. That's hardly a military base. Meanwhile, in Agadez, Niger, the United States has a massive drone base. It's the largest drone base in the world.
Okay, so the United States has the largest drone base in the world in Niger. How? It's mad. Crazy, cuz I don't think there's no drone bases or military bases for Niger and USA. These times the man are gonna have to get a visa and all that. But man's got military base in your country. Yeah. I told you, worldwide gangsters, cuz. Yeah. How you mean? You don't have to like me, but you gotta respect me. You hear me, cuz? Yeah, so rethink who the world gangsters are, yeah? Right now. Yeah, don't tell me about Israel and so cuz. Yeah, cuz. If America and that stops back again tomorrow, yeah, they'll start getting mashed up. 100%. the rest of them other countries will gang up on them, innit? Yeah, why can't they? Who? It's who? It's Sam. You got me? Yeah, man. No, Uncle Sam will come around and pull off his belt and go mad. Start busting ass in the Middle East. Mad. Let it play.
Research Institute of the Socialist Movement of Ghana and Tricontinental produced a dossier on the militarization of Africa. The militarization of Africa by whom? By the United States and the French. The African Union, which is heir to Africa Day and the founding of the OAS in 1963. The African Union in...
Nah, that's actually... Hey, that's actually funny. Man said, Belly, we can see your camel toe. Hey, yo. Nah. Alright. Yeah. It was funny still. We'll let it run still, you know? Oh my days. Nah. I'm gonna have to tell Mrs. Melly about that one still. Even she's gonna laugh. Man said camel toe, you know. Nah. Ah, shit. Yo. Oh my days. Nah. Alright, yeah. Hold on. Nah, man said camel toe, you know. That's funny stuff. Hey, shit. Oh, mate. Even I had to laugh at that one still. Lord of mercy. Yeah, hold on, mate. Hold on. Alright, let it play.
2016, the Peace and Security Council of the African Union passed a resolution which said that the Peace and Security Council of the African Union passed a resolution which said that foreign military bases should be removed from the African continent. Why can't that be established? If it's the African Union's Regional Security Council, why can't its opinion, sovereign opinion of all the countries on the African continent, why can't that be established? Why can't the sovereignty of the continent be established? This is a fight to exercise sovereignty. Why have we abandoned thinking in those terms? Because sovereignty is on the one side about territory, but it's also about the economy. Why can't African countries and Africa as a regional project establish an agenda? Why isn't it allowed, the countries and then the project alone, to establish their own sovereign agenda, to trade with whomever they want, to get investment from wherever they want, to establish the right to price their resources however they want? Why is that not at the top of the agenda? Instead, we allow the old imperialists with their old colonial habits to dominate the sovereignty of this continent. We allow it. We're not even ashamed of it. We are not even angry about it. We allow it. We allow them to win the information war and to say they're here for the war on terror. They're here to deal with Al-Qaeda. They're here to deal with Al-Shabaab. They're here to deal with Boko Haram. When in fact we know why they are here. They are here to deal with the coltan. They are here to deal with the uranium. They are here to deal with the natural gas. They are here to deal with the money. That's why they're here. And yet, their information war, their powerful means of entering our brains, not only through their news establishments, but through their cultural production, through their films and so on, through their Netflix series that we all watch, they enter our heads. They enter our heads. And here's where I want to end. One of the core elements of
Right, man. How you been? How my shorts, man? These times, man sitting on a fairground ride. What are you talking about, man? Yo. Oh, man. Yeah, man. So, yeah. You know what I mean? My man spitting fires though, innit? Yeah? Spitting bars, cuz. You know what I mean? He's spitting bars, son. So, this is it. Oh, man. Yo. You said cycling shoes. Nah. Shut up, man. But I said battery riders. Oh, my days. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Got that steroid shrinkage. Hey, listen, man. It's magic, yeah? Oh, my days. Oh, you know what? I don't know who's coming through, but some very important person is coming through right now that can't sit in traffic. Are you mad? Whoever that is, yeah? It's some extra VIP. They got like 6 police cars. Oh, my days. Oh, my diddies. Yeah, man. Oh, shit. Hey. Yeah, man. Now the shorts, cuz, man. Hey, listen. Yeah, man. If it is up to Mrs. Velly, you might all see, man, in some fucking cycling shorts and shit. God damn. Yeah, cuz. Hey. Oh, man. I said the steroid shrinkage, you know, you were mad. I can't pause my wife for that. You know what I mean? You mean lava? Yeah. Oh, shit. Hey, I can't even say too much, man. You don't got bad. Hey. Nah, pause. It's alright, behave yourself. Oh, my days. Yeah, she said belly's tick. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yo, if the man never heard that, cuz, it's finished. It'll be a wrap, cuz. Yeah. It'll be a wrap, cuz. Oh, my days. Hey. Lord have mercy. Nah, you got bad. Oh, my days. Oh, shit. Man. Alright, man. I'm gonna have to play the rest, man. Let it play.
The anti-colonial movement, one of the core elements of the anti-colonial movement was for us in the third world to establish our own understanding of ourselves. To establish our own understanding of ourselves. When I was in college, my greatest hero was a man, tall man from the African continent, and that was Thomas Sankara. Sankara was my greatest hero in college. And do you know why Sankara was my hero? I didn't know what he was doing in his country. It was hardly covered in our press. But when I was a young person, I read one thing. I read that there was a man called Thomas Sankara who could play the electric guitar very well and had become the leader.
Jeez, hey, listen, yeah. hey, listen, yeah. Big up Thomas Sankara, how you mean? Yeah? Big up Ibrahim Traore. Yeah. The fucking reincarnation of Sankara. But you know what though, yeah? Innit? I would say, you know what, yeah? I'm gonna stop doing from now, yeah? I'm gonna pick Abraham Traore up on his own merit, innit? Because, yeah, obviously it's inspirational or whatever, but yo, man, he's still there, and you know, his journey ain't finished yet. Got more work to put in, and you don't know where it's gonna go, cuz. How you been? But, play.
Of his country, which had a ridiculous name. His country's name was ridiculous. It was Upper Volta. Who lives in a country called Upper Volta? And by the way, we're speaking from South Africa. What kind of name? No other country is named in the cardinal points of a continent. You know, East Asia, West Asia, those are regions, not names of countries. But Upper Volta, above the Volta River, those are classic colonial names. Thomas Sankara comes to power in Upper Volta, and he says, I don't want to live in a country with this ridiculous name, because we must stand upright. We must think for ourselves. We must develop our own agenda. We must establish sovereignty. So Thomas Sankara said, we're not going to live in Upper Volta anymore. We're going to live in Burkina Faso. We're going to live in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, we're going to live in a country called the Land of Upright People. The land.
How you made? Yeah, how you made? Just because crazy still. You know? You know what, yeah? It's crazy, isn't it? If you look at how enough of these countries got their name or whatever, yeah? Like, you'll be surprised still, man. It's mad still. The Upper Volta. Our upper what? Oh, from Yassa. Burkina Faso, you see it? Man, how you mean? Morris. Yeah, Thomas Sankara said more from Yassa. We are calling it Burkina Faso. You see it, my oh, man. Yeah, B. Come on. Yo. Yeah. So, go on, man. We're nearly done, man. We're nearly done. Hey, listen, I'm nearly here as well still, man. So it's been a good little show, isn't it? Yeah? Alright. Let it play.
Of upright people. We're not going to hunch our shoulders in front of colonialism. We're not going to giggle when colonialism speaks. We're not going to be embarrassed and shy in front of them. We're not going to accept what they say. We're not going to rush off and change our Facebook profile to the Ukrainian flag when none of them ever changed their social media profiles to the Iraqi flag or the Yemeni flag or the Palestinian flag or the Congolese flag. They don't even know what those flags look like.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fucking fact, cuz. The random don't even know what Burkina Faso's flag even looks like. Yeah. Let alone Mali and Niger's. But the man didn't want to tell you how you need to put up Ukraine flag. Because they're getting invaded. But Ukraine's going to send you listen. Ukraine are going to... They're getting invaded by Russia. But they had time to send agents to... Mali to try to ruin their shit. Yeah, cuz like it's mad. How you mean a mad somebody? Nah, me, I took the wrong turning. Lord have his mercy. Alright, yeah, there's a different way still. But yo, sir. He's telling the truth, cuz man. I allow my camel toe, cuz man. How you mean, cuz? Allow my camel toe, fam. Yeah, out of here, cuz man. How about? It's a camel toe, you know. Hey. 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 Yeah. Hey. Man said send Trashman to Nigeria. Ain't she from Pakistan or Bangladesh or one of those places? Why she gotta go send her back to there, man, instead? Back Nigeria. Yo. Mad. Man said, yo, oh man, alright.
We are upright people. We live in the land of upright people. Thomas Sankara, one of the great African leaders, said, stand upright. And of course, they killed him. But we are looking forward to the time, comrades, when there's not one Thomas Sankara on this continent, but there are 100 million of you who walk in the name of Thomas Sankara. Thanks a lot.
How you mean? Yo. Yo! Oh, go on, man. Alright, let me just make myself full screen in it, man. You know? How you mean? Yo, you better go mad still, man. Allow it, cuz, man. Just know that we got... Yo, I'm saying, man. Don't miss leg there, innit? You hear me, cuz? Yeah, man. Big up my G, though, man. That Burkina Faso speech was good still, you know? The Sahael region, you know? Mad. Did I have anything else? No, everything else is for the evening show still. Yeah, the rest is for the evening. You hear me? For the evening show. You see? Yeah, man. So, yeah. So obviously, like I've been saying, America's the biggest fucking gangster. Yeah. America's the biggest gangsters out there. They be running things for time. Yes, you gotta take time if you're trying to test the Yankee them, yeah? Yeah. Alright. So listen, yeah. While we're here, yeah, you know what, yeah? We'll be back to doing longer shows a bit later on in the month still. Yeah? We'll be back to longer shows a bit later on still, man. You know? We need to take time, and you know what? When it gets into winter, work builds up quite a bit, man. So I need to get back into the use of my day's work, so I can leave a bit earlier, get back a bit earlier, all that sort of stuff there. Get the routine back in and all them sort of shit there, you know what I mean? Yeah? Hey. Hey, wait. One man said I'm on red, and now one man says I'm not even training properly. I ain't got one vein in my bicep. God damn. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's bad still. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, the people then will be able to run the panel soon, man. You know? But like I say, man, you know, we got to sort out a nighttime manager. Yeah. Science is down to do some night times and that, man. But, you know. And then yeah, I don't do nothing else in the gym but hip thrusts only. That's it. Only hip thrusts. Weighted hip thrusts. Yeah. Soon it'll be like my 3 plates on each side doing hip thrusts. How you mean? Yeah, like a fucking monster. And you know what? You know what tune's playing? To the hip thrust. Love them, tender touch them, different girl every day. Love them, tender touch them. We have girl everywhere. But you want me? Yeah. What? Alright, let's see who we got. Take us out. Let's go with how you mean? Yeah. On the river, on the banks. Yeah, big got Ouch, man. How you mean? Raven the Sun family, they are.
I am a money maker, hands to the edge of a money maker. For one time, you're a money maker. If you're on this train, money maker. Hands to the air, money maker. For one time, money maker. On this flick, money maker. You see us terminal. You see me. You see me. I ain't watching you. I ain't watching her. I ain't watching him. I got to dance and bubble and sing. Terminal 4 with a terminal 3. Terminal 4 with a power goes. When you come to my house, just respect my house. Don't just matter the house. Somebody out of the house. When you come to my house, just respect my house. Blood clots talk to them. What's wrong with them? What's wrong with them? Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'm like, no. I'm like, yeah. Hey, sleep up. Hold on. Hey, wiggy. Hold on. I'm like, no. I'm like, yeah. Can I please have your attention? I said this is the captain defense, and I need to terminal 4. Can I please have your attention?
Hey, you know what, yeah? Yo, hey, this, but see, you see, in this married life, yeah, you gotta be careful of these videos and the way that you're positioning yourself in these raves and so and so. You can't be surrounded by one bag of gal here, there, and everywhere, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. You trying to play mind games with your missus out here, cuz, yeah? You gotta behave yourself. You better behave yourself, cuz. There ain't gonna be no more holidays. About what? Bare gal skin out and and you're in the middle. Yeah, it's a wipeout, cuz, man. Get out of it. You would have let your man go out them holidays there. Yeah. That part. Which part? You must be mad. Yo, I listen, yeah. This Hey man, shut up, man. You mad? Yo, I'm poor, bro. You can't hear me out. You mad? Yo, I need to fucking try to turn around on this little shit road there. Hold on. No. Yeah. Let me see if I can turn around here. That's not even like a good place to park around there. Around there, sir. You know, and this road look pack up. Oh, you see the good things, yeah, about fucking the ends. That's like, say, like a middle class ends, but it's not close to the city centre or whatever. Yeah, it's like fucking. They've always got free parking everywhere. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? In this space right here, grab a cigarette. We gotta run the track one more time, yeah. Featuring Ultra. Yeah, my G, you know. How you mean? But yeah, man, you know, you gotta be slick and smart, you know. Like when you're doing these videos. You got a place park? I got a company credit card. Jeez! Come on. Ah, shit. I was thinking about a Pioneer Place, you know. You know what I mean? I've been stroking my beard on that one. Beard. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. Come on. Yeah, the man, do you know what? The man wanted to go to, I think there was a Sidewinder festival in Manchester. The man did turn it in the group stage, man. But you know, come on. All right. Listen, one more time, yeah, and then we out. I am a money maker, hands to the air, you're a money maker. More one time, you're a money maker. If you're on this train, money maker. Hands to the air, money maker. More one time, money maker. On this drink, money maker. You see us terminal. You see me. I ain't watching you, I ain't watching her, I ain't watching him. I got to dance and bubble and sing. Terminal 4 with a terminal 3. Terminal 4 with a power nose. When you come to my house, just respect my house. Don't just out of the house, somebody out of the house. When you come to my house, just respect my house. Blood clot, talk to them. What's wrong with it? Hold on. I'm like, no. I'm like, yeah. Hey, sleep up, hold on. Hey, Wiggy, hold on. I'm like, no. I'm like, yeah. Can I please have your attention? I said, this is the captain's weekend, and I'm in the terminal 4. Can I please have your attention? Hurry up!